Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands. For the first time for you today. For me, it's been a hell of a thing so far. So we're partway through the day that we were at the beginning of last episode, at the end of last episode. Not much has happened. I just did the first job of the day. You can see no damage taken, a little bit of resolve lost in an argument. But yeah, woo, equipment failure, fun. Anyway, everything's fine now. Let's just continue, shall we? I was supposed to go and do some work for Calundra. I did go and tell Fellaimo about the cache of weapons in the bog, and he's trying to come up with a plan for how he wants to handle that. In the meantime, let's continue our double cover. Also, I did manage to requisition an RPG, so thumbs up to that. When we do get in a fight, we will have that available. Do we want to buy any other stuff here? We can jump ourselves. We can just attach jumper cables to ourselves. Seems like maybe not the best plan that anyone's ever had. I do like this. It's 130 shills. You know what? I am actually remarkably rich right now. I must have made a lot of money off that last job. All right, that's fine. And look who finally turns up. We don't have any time to spare. Folks are saying the Barons have some trick up their sleeve. Something to do with the Boggers that supposedly live out in the wilds. And whatever it is they're up to, it can't be good. So, tell me what you know about it. Here's a question. Am I actually working for Fellaimo, or am I trying to get the two of them to turn on each other and just wipe each other out? Let's try this as actually working on Fellaimo's behalf, just because that's the thing that's most unintuitive to me. It's the thing I'm least likely to want to do later. Oh yeah, I can't say I've heard anything of the sort. Sorry to disappoint. Blast it. Keep your ear to the ground and tell me if you learn anything. Idle hands become slippery tentacles, as they say. I guess around here that's probably true. What do you have to keep a fellow of my skill occupied, lest the tides catch me up in their whims? We did just get some fresh intel from one of the scouts. So 144 shills. Okay, they're both 144 shells and a graft. So Imiko is a mole working for the Spark Barons. I guess it doesn't really seem to matter much, does it? Let's do this one. Now, you aren't our only secret weapon, you know. I'm not? This is staggering. Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta ferret out the secret from more than one direction. We have a mole in the Barrens, and he hasn't been responding to our messages lately. Go figure out what's wrong. Yeah, this seems very doable, and maybe also we kill him. I'll show you where the mole lives. I suspect they're being watched, but you know the Barrens and can get closer than I can. Just be careful, alright? I don't want them jeopardized any more than they already are. Oh, perish the thought. Or perish the Baron who gets in my way. Either will do handily, because I love to commit murders, you see. So again, how many layers of double cross is it, really? As you're walking down the road, you hear the sounds of fighting. You look around some trees and see a member of the Rise stuck in the mud of the bog. Around her, you see a couple urchins circling potential prey. Just as you're about to continue, she sees you. Oh no. Now I have a moral responsibility. Hey, you there, you have to help me. Listen, I don't have to do anything. No, please, I'll pay you, I promise. Just get me out of this. Yeah, all right. She did say the magic word. Why is it always me? Yes, why do things like this always happen to me? I am the one suffering here. You run over to the Rise soldier and pull her out of the mud, almost getting yourself stuck. Thank you for doing the right thing. Just as you're about to leave, the urchins make their move. Alright, well, they're probably not going to make their move quite as effectively as our friend, the Urchin. Sadly, no way of spending charge here. Well, I'm not going to get paid if Zembel dies, but... You know, if Zembel surrenders, that's probably not the same thing, right? If this creature flees, a new urchin will take its place, so kill him then, I guess. I need It's a lot of damage. We can do it, though. Who's hitting who? So Zamble's getting hit by the one in the back. Your Suzette, we know, is just going to put up a ton of defense on the first turn, so we can probably ignore that damage. I guess let's just do away with this one. So we want to hit him, hopefully, not for 8 damage. All right, and then follow it up with the shovel. And then from there, I don't know, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. I definitely don't want to fire the spark cannon. I could just run off the one who's going to attack our pet. I don't know, it doesn't matter much. I guess there's no reason to let the hit occur. Yeah, the new one's going to show up and not have an attack available. All right, and then I'm going to gain some charge, and hopefully we're going to draw into that card that lets us draw for every charge we have. We did not. We did pull the RPG. So I fought a group of urchins as part of the other quests. So I have used the RPG once. It does seem like it'd be pretty effective here. Let's improvise something. I mean, I don't necessarily want to burn it right away. Ooh, I do like boosted blowout in this situation, though. So Bog Doom is a little counterproductive. And sadly, boosted blowout is not guaranteed to be lethal. Yeah, we have to push him down a little bit and then hit him with the blowout. I'm not so worried about my own health. That said, if I double your panic meter, yeah, I mean, I don't have to get hit, right? Oh, actually, right, we are empty now. So that's going to put you down to 9, and then we might just pull the kill here. Actually, I should just not hit. What am I doing? My accomplice will finish the job for me. Thank you, Suzette. That's very kind of you. And we got to level up Ripper to bonus damage. Extra damage Ripper. Okay. Fine by me. Oh, I should probably actually, yeah, take that. And then this happened at during the last battle as well. Just like a ton of Urchin Musk. Why would I put this in my deck, right? I don't think we're gonna be doing this. I didn't take the last 3, and I'm not taking any of these 3 either. Interesting. Spend 1 charge to do 2 bonus damage per empty cell. So you want this to be the last bullet. That's a cool design. So a lot of the time it's gonna do like 8 extra damage, sometimes 10 if we can line it up just right. That seems totally worth drafting. That is well worth having in hand. And no Urchin Musk, thank you. Zambu loves you. At the end of their turn, surrendered allies regain. That's probably not actually useful. You did say something about money. Letting Zambu go without payment is just, I mean, we're already loved. What would be the point? Why would I do anything for free? Business is business, I guess. I mean, thank you again. You really saved me. That's another day in the bog, eh? Okay, a little bit richer than before, and Zambu still loves you. We're doing a remarkable job of being loved by the Rise, considering how we've actually been angling all of our actions here. Hey, this isn't public property. I don't know who you are, but you better get the heck out of here before I bust in your face. Ooh, tough talk. Going all the way to the heck word. Listen, I'm with Calundra. She wants to know why you haven't reported in lately. Calundra, don't know her. And if I did, I wouldn't admit to it. Sounds like the kind of thing that could blow one's cover. Yeah, I remember. I remember this. You know, there are many threats that could blow one's cover on this side of the bog. Oh, definitely. Like Fellow Palo, for instance. So how are we going to play this? Yeah, we definitely had this conversation before. But first of all, obviously, I demand payment for my services. I don't really care if this guy likes us, because I think the most in-character version of this thing, interesting. The most in-character version of this thing has us figuring out a way to get this guy killed, right? So, may as well play Scrub. We don't have any status cards. Oh, we had that status card. Yellow means status. I know that. I know how this goes. Let's play Foresight. We're just gonna rig an awful lot of coin tosses. Sadly, we are in fact going to lose our pet argument because everybody always targets it first. And oh no, sorry, I actually do have a little bit of composure gain. Also, more rigging in case anybody needed more rigging. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this, even though we can't really make use of the cards, and then we're just gonna flip the coin some more for some damage. Oh, he stole one of my call-its. I need those. So let's see. What's left in the deck at this point? Well, I gotta be honest with you, it's kind of slim pickings. We know this is gonna come up snails rather. I guess let's start with one of these. Gains 3 composure. Yeah, this has got to go, right? It didn't end up doing very much this time, but it's going to in the future. Okay, pretty good start. Our poor pet is going to get absolutely detonated, and there's really just not anything we can do about it. Do I want to play boosted cash out this turn? Because we can go... Actually, I can expend the last... here, let's go ahead and expend the last rigged flip, and then let's just see. Maybe we will get 5 composure. It won't be enough to save him, but... Okay. It would have reduced the overflow damage pretty significantly. And so then we've got a 12 damage cash out. We're not going to blow our flourish or anything here. I guess let's just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna hold on to the cash out a little bit. Maybe that's greedy, but next time it comes around, it'll be lethal, right? Unfortunately, ouch. That's a beautiful draw right there. May as well lead with that. So I would love for the straw man not to get detonated, but I think there's a pretty good chance we're just gonna get a kill here. Right, am I going to be able to put together a kill? It's a shame the stacked deck didn't line up very well with what we're doing here, because these gabs would have been really helpful. I think I'm gonna call it... Well... I'm trying to make space in my hand so that we can actually draw cards off of Visionary Vulgar, but obviously I want to do it without spending actions. But also... Yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna go ahead and play these. So I'll burn these for 2 damage each. I was kind of thinking maybe we want to save a rig for that, but... And we're gonna... man... I really want to play stack to deck for the XP, but I think we should probably just cash out. Yeah, cash out's pretty solid. We don't need another dig, I don't think, or another gab. Yeah, we're gonna skip all this. Alright, you've got leverage. I respect that. I don't like it, but I respect it. Fine, take that. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of money. Why are they giving me so much money? I will agree to deal with Fallow Palo. Well, certainly, I've come all this way to talk to you. Except we didn't talk. In fact, I don't even know what you look like. Ah, you're right. I've momentarily gone blind. Of course, at my age, it's to be expected. Yeah. Okay, you guys are the worst spies in all time. Of all time? The worst spies in this reality or any other. So maybe we want to swing by the black market real quick? I'm feeling a little flush here. Hey, friend. Hey, Plaka. Do you have very fun, rare battlegraphs? Apply 3 scanned to each enemy. Or to a random enemy. At the start of each battle, apply 3 scanned to a random enemy. So this is draw 3 distributed over a couple of turns, probably. That's fine. What about this? Also, pretty good. Pretty good for the amount of money. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm looking for something that's a little bit more compelling. Gain 4 defense if you have wound or impair. That's kind of whatever. And we know we're about to receive a graft for this quest. I might just go ahead and drill a new slot. I think that's what we're gonna do. Do I want? I'm gonna make it a battle slot. You know what? No, I'm gonna make it a negotiation graft slot because honestly, I think we're having more trouble in negotiations than we are in battles. I think our battle strategy is working really well. And then you, let's drop some cards. So I can just take out some blasts. I think that's about where we're at. I also have a kick. There's still a hunker down in my deck. You know what? Let's go ahead and be rid of that one. And then I'll take out one of these two. What's going? It's probably decisive pleasantries, right? That's definitely the worst card in my deck. Yeah, visionary pleasantries at least gives me a new card to work with. And then is there anything really fun that I want to buy from you? Energy Loop is pretty cool. It's a little weird in our deck because we often... Like, I like a thing that spends all of our charge, but at the same time, we often don't really have a lot of charge to spend. And you got to use it the first time you draw it. I guess unless you have a good way of discarding. That said, heal 2. Right? I'm not... It's going to be too unreliable, I think. Especially since we already have a way of... that we're focused on emptying our charge. So I'm just going to, like, have a huge amount of money for the moment, I guess. Alright, turns out this area is for barons only. I'm one of those. I'm working for Fellaimo. You can check my contract on file. There we go. Basically a Spark Baron. So... I mean, we probably shouldn't just kill him right here. That seems foolish. Imiko sent me. He's ready to discuss the terms of your, silence. Don't let anyone hear you. Hey, be silent about that. Yeah, as I was about to say, we should go somewhere private. Alright, to gain 3 proper channel. Target an opponent argument. Okay. Huh. What a weird card. So that's a... Wait, why is there... Oh, right. Do I discard a card at the beginning of battles or something? Yes, yes. Blacklisted, right. So that card is a status card. The thing is, I just don't... I don't think I care about it. I think I just want to hatch my scrub, right? I just want to turn this into the next stage of the thing. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of this negotiation. Lose 2 resolve per card upgraded. And it has more stages. All right, everything in this hand is upgraded, so I shouldn't lose anything when I play this, right? Yeah. I'm assuming it only charges us for things that actually get changed. All right, I would love to not take 7 if we could figure out a way to make that happen. Well, no such luck, it would appear. Let's... I'm not going to be able to run out my rigs here, so there's no version of this where Crown Rationale happens. At this point, Crown Rationale is just a bad call it, probably most of the time, and as such, we should probably get it out of the deck. Let's do a Visionary Vulgar. Okay, I do like having stacked deck up nice and early. And then we may as well play this so we just get closer to drawing it again. But yeah, this is gonna hurt. We're not as good at negotiating as we were on the last run. Choose a card to prepare does not actually matter. But doing so will trigger both of the gabs, which is wonderful news. Okay. It's pretty good stuff. It's a shame the grunt wasn't in our hand when the prepare went off. We definitely need to kill this. Is there any version of this where I'm going to be able to get that over to the left side of my hand while I still have actions left? No, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Well, let's play Boosted Dig. And then Vulgar, right? Let's get a little Vulgar, as we so often do. Okay. Not exactly what I was looking for. Let's try Crown Rationale. Aw. Flipping the coin over is certainly worthwhile. So that's my stacked deck effect. It doesn't really matter, I guess, because we already used it to fire both of the gabs, and those have expend, so we can't fire them again this battle no matter what. So there's no version of this where we get to kill this turn, right? Yeah, the cash out. We would need a couple more actions in the absolute best case scenario. What we can do, I think I'm gonna call it, and then just cash. So close. Did the Parasite card have expend? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we're not looking to potentially be able to play that again, so I guess just Vulgar. This version of Rook is, for sure, a lot more vulgar than the last one. Ooh, another grunt is kind of interesting, but I think what I'm gonna do instead here is just pass. You know, I do admire the way you outwitted poor Imiko. Truly a masterful act. Perhaps when this is done, we could discuss a mutually beneficial partnership. This is not the way you don't make deals with people with that face on. Yeah, I bet you could learn a thing or two from me. Sure, lead the way, Grifter. We can discuss details as we walk. Cool, let's just walk you out to a secluded area. I guess I am in cover here. I am doing this job as though I am actually working for Calundra. It feels like the real double triple cross move here is to kill the other dude, leave Fellaimo alive, kill the other dude, and pretend that it was like Spark Barons found out what was going on and they ambushed us. Like, right, there's a way to do this that probably works out a little bit better for Fellaimo. You gonna say something? Apparently wasn't planning on it. This is creeping me out. You're not, oh my god, you're not gonna kill me, are you? Well, okay, hold that thought. Because I just figured, you know what? I should take a vacation. I could just disappear. Imiko won't know the difference. I mean, not if you cover for me. How's that sound? I am into covering for you. That sounds fine. Obviously, you will have to pay me. Well, what's your life worth? What can you give me? If I had money, I wouldn't be blackmailing people. This is a good point. Maybe you could just spare me out of the kindness of your heart? Yeah, maybe. Fine, get out of here. Don't let anyone ever see you again. See, look at that. We are working for Fellaimo. You start formulating a plan to convince Imiko that you actually did your job. Well, ordinarily that plan would just be tell a lie. Ooh, that's a cool one. But with only 10 resolve left, I am a little concerned about that. Maybe we should go have a drink? I'm gonna go have a drink. We can certainly afford to. So nobody in here particularly likes me. Koki and Shake. What do we know about Koki and Shake? People. Let's see. Shake is... We have met Shake. We have never been loved by Shake. How about Koki? Do we have any information on what either of these would do for us if we were able to push them to loved? No, we do not. The silhouette here could probably also tell us, but I don't recognize them by silhouette yet. All right, congratulations. I have arbitrarily decided that you are the one I will share drinks with. If we're going to get some resolve back, we may as well also make some friends, right? Koki greedily accepts. Alright, so we got a little tipsy there, but got back enough resolve. Oh, hey, that's a cool one. I got chills for that. Okay, mixology. That's useful. Also, it's just in a long-term sense, it's good to fill out the codex, right? Alright, so we got 20 resolve, which is hopefully enough to get us through this. Imiko dislikes me a little bit on account of everything else that has happened, so... we just gotta get through... it's no big deal, we just gotta get through 61 resolve. Gain 2 permit. Whenever this card takes damage, or whenever this argument takes damage, deal that much damage to a random opponent argument. Okay, that card does not seem great. Let's open with a Vulgar. Hey, that was pretty good. Now, we did just spend all of our... no, we didn't. We start with 4 rigs now. That's right. That graft got upgraded. Well... am I gonna... I think what I'm gonna do here is... because I kind of want to have the chance of Crown Rationale going off. I might play the other Vulgar. Or I might just... I'm just gonna call it twice. Let's just burn through those other rigs. And then let's either get damage or some safety out of this. Okay, works out just fine. Grandiosity does, in fact, have Expend. This is a fine time to play it. And then I think now I play Visionary Vulgar. Ooh, wow. Swing and a miss there. So do I gain 2 permit or do I Foresight? Kind of like Foresight. We also, you know, we're trying to level it up still. Get ourselves some rigs. Damn it, those are good cards. What are you doing? Wow. These are bad cards. This is really... this has not worked out. Why can I not target that? Target this one. Oh, I had to shoot around the text. Hold on. Collapse the text. There we go. Alright, stacked deck will be good to have. I guess I should probably promoted Trickery. I should probably have done this early on. So this is just draw a card if I want it to be. Would I rather this be draw a card or 2 damage to a random target? I guess with 0 actions left. Let's just make it deal 2 damage. Sadly, we get our cards back and then we immediately discard at the end of our turn. Okay, that I'm not too worried about. Oof, that's a lot of resolve. And nothing here that we actually want to prepare. So 13 damage on the cash out. Well, it feels to me like we probably ought to Sluggish Rationale here. We're certainly not going to get the battle completed in this turn, right? A little bit of dominance is helpful, and then... do we just play the Vulgar for... I mean, it's going to probably give us more than 1 flip. There's pretty good odds this gets more than 1 flip, so we're powering up cash out for the next go-around. Or we'll get exactly 1 flip. Well, except I also drew Call It. Yeah, I like our strategy here. I don't think it's quite as explosive as the red strategies we've gotten off with some of the other characters, but it's good. Definitely prepare that. And let's open with that one. So I have a rig here. I need to, well, I should probably play Pleasantries if we're going to. Is there anything in my deck that still needs XP? There's not really. Okay. So like the question here is, do we just cash out right now? I would love to play Slurred Speech, but we can't quite finish the job if we do that. Yeah, let's just cash. We got 17 resolve left. Let's preserve it. Draw 3 cards. Absolutely. Absolutely show me more cards. Why would I not? The helmet is funny. Probably, though, we're not taking any of this. If we did have one, well, it's certainly long gone by now. Ah, I get your meaning loud and clear, Rook. I appreciate all you've done. Even if you officially didn't do anything at all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, finger aside of your nose, you know. Get it? We're spies. It's gotta get exhausting. I don't know that I'd be able to keep up the facade, personally. Hey, I did it. You should get your next report in a timely fashion. Huh, that's better news than I've had all day. And thank the tides for that. Good work, Rook. But you should clear out before anyone sees us talking. Yeah, I'm really good at lying about everything that I do. That's kind of my whole deal. So, all attacks gain +1 to minimum damage. Sadly, these are, I think, pretty marginal. I mean, I'll take the scimitar, but I don't think any of those were good graphs, honestly. Better than the empty slot. I'll give them that. Wicca is looking to hire an expedition into the bog, or GT needs something to do. Is GT on my friend list or on my like list? Because if GT just likes me, then it might be worth pushing that relationship up. Oh no, GT must be over here. Yep, okay. So, no offense, GT, but you know, this character is all about the bog. We love all of the weird stuff that keeps happening to us in the bog. You find a lone Jake poring over a crudely drawn map. You there, are you looking for the opportunity of a lifetime? Sure, always. What are you offering? The bog. It holds riches, I'm sure of it. In my limited experience, the bog holds mostly danger, slime, and a quick death. Also teeth, just like a lot of teeth coming up through the ground, which is upsetting for like a bunch of reasons. But also riches. My research proves it. I just need a bit of protection to help me avoid that quick death part that you were talking about. You follow me as I follow the map, and I'll share the spoils. Are you in? I am probably in. Tell me about this research. Why? So you can steal it? No way. Alright, fair enough. That is what I would have done with it. Yeah, fine. I'm in. This better pay off. Ha! Great! Now, you might have to kill an urchin or 10, but other than that, this will be the easiest money you ever earned. I feel like the moment we got an urchin on our side, all of a sudden, it's like urchins galore as enemies. It's gotta be very tough for poor Suzette. Wicca leads you through the bog. The terrain gets rougher the farther you get from the road, and you eventually come to a rocky outcrop. Your heart fills with dread as your boots fill with bog water. Oh no, I'm spooked. Okay, that card is a bummer. Wait, did you hear that? What? What is it? Good reaction. It's no, it's nothing. Let's just keep going. I can bail at any time. Now let's keep going. I want treasure. You follow, surrounded by bog on all sides, even above, which is weird. You press on. The bog presses in. Your nose experiences things that language cannot yet describe. Oh, I hear it again. Are you sure it's not... Oh no. Apparently it's this. Run away and abandon Wicca. I feel like you should not get a hate penalty for this, because the thing should just kill Wicca, right? In any case, I'll defend myself. I could get away with murder here. Here in this isolated location. Discard 2 random cards from your hand and gain 2 actions. Huh. Well, I do have a lot of cards. I'm going to take the lucky shot first. Wait, how do you work again? Ignores damage less than or equal to 8, but remove 1 stack of this trait when attacked. Remove 1 stack whenever you play an attack card. Ah, yeah, okay, so hit it 10 times and it powers up. Alright, I'm going to do this right now. Just because, like, that's the absolute perfect situation for that. I'm gonna try to get some of the better stuff out of our hand. You have a big gun. Okay. Do we also just want to shovel? Yeah, I'm gonna shovel, I'm gonna pistol whip, and now we play the Neurotic Haze? Okay, well. I think that was a pretty solid turn, honestly. Went over top of that slated carapace plenty of times. Nice, nicely played. Once again, of course, we continue with the my allies do nothing during the first turn of combat thing. Let's ammo pouch. Okay, so boosted blowout is fine here. I think I'm actually going to take the boosted trace around though, because we have another thing we want to spend a charge on. Stone Crank feels not super useful. I don't really want to spend the Oshnu Bile because I feel like we're going to get through without it, which is why I didn't start the turn by playing it. So I think I'm going to pass the turn, even though I have all this stuff I can do. I just don't want to... I don't want to expend any of this stuff because I don't feel like we need to. Okay, that's one of those ones that we don't want to explode. And you're just not really doing anything, huh? Well, apparently I have this fleed egg. Let's do that. Let's, Visionary Hammer is not awesome here, but it's fine. So we have Gunsmoke. We have Ripper too. Boy, I sure hope it pulls off the burn or something. Don't take the wound. Please don't take the wound. Okay, got the disease. That's fine. Am I even going to need Gunsmoke? I mean, we're going to use Gunsmoke. Oh, shoot. Requires charge. Right, yeah, I do. It does say on there, spend a charge. Maybe I should, like, think about things. Maybe I should think with my brain parts. And then I guess this is slightly more damage than the other thing. Again, trying not to spend limited resources on a fight that I don't think really deserves them. Alright, so here comes the big attack, right? But the fight's over. Yeah, we win. So, I'm gonna stun you. Hey, chill. Okay. We're gonna get this out of my deck, and then... I don't have anything here that needs XP or anything, just contribute. And we've actually killed the Grocket. So what do you get for killing a Grocket? You get its Carapace Fragment. I can gain 8 slated Carapace myself. You know, we'll take that. That is well worth having. Get some health back because we got some resolve back, which is cool. We get to kick Kikashay. All right. Probably pulling Kikashay out of the deck. Just doesn't really do any of the things we want. And these don't either. Wow, what a hairball, she says, of a creature that is scaly but had no hair at all. There's nothing in my notes about that. Oh, time to carry on. I'm starting to think she might not be a very good note taker. You come to yet another identical clearing. Here it is, we found it. Found what? The secret of the bog, of course. Look, it's all around you. Take as much as you want in payment. Wicca's mind has clearly succumbed to the bog. Okay, well, great. Here's the thing, I do need money, though. I wouldn't want to take the riches of the bog from you. You've earned it, friend. How about just a couple of shills for my time instead? I should have known. I should have known. Okay, right. This is the one where if we can block her damage, it's like extremely beneficial to do so. So let's gain some of our long-term power-ups here. A little bit of that. Sadly, not quite enough to prevent all the damage. And then Drawing a card while spending our final action doesn't really feel all that relevant. Whatever, I guess we may as well play it while the coin's on this side, right? Flip it over and get our dig in as well. Okay, yeah, it's not so bad. Let's prepare the trickery. I do like the Gabs, and the Gabs are doing a lot of good work for us. Yeah, maybe we just, like, take a pretty soft turn here. Do a carryover, throw Decisive Grumble. And then burn the slurred speech so we don't have to worry about it later. And we're going to lose our free rigs and take some damage, and there's going to be composure, but not a lot else we can do, sadly. Getting rid of the slurred speech was, I think, worthwhile. None of these cards really care if they're prepared. So, I would love to get rid of the spooked as well. Let's start with this. So this will do 2 damage to me if I play it now, but we will get an upgraded version of Grunt off of it, which may be worthwhile. Or I could just play bad Grunt first and not take the damage, which I think is where I'm at on that. Yeah. We're working on it. Slowly our plans are hatching. So I have 3 rigs. I should have slugs. I should have played the Grunt to the face and then, yeah, gotten a little overflow damage from a slug storm. Alright, so we are going to play this. I'm also going to go ahead and get the permits, I guess. No reason not to. And then we Slugstorm. And then I take a whole lot of damage. This negotiation has been really good for our deck, though. We've gotten a lot done here. Is there anything else in my deck that needs? Okay, so there's not really any reason to go digging in for more cards. I think we're good here. So we get a level up on stacked deck. Yep. Give it ambush. I love that very much. I love it when the deck is stacked initially. Apply random composure to a random friendly argument every time you play a card. I mean, it's fine, I guess. So Brute says lose all dominance. It doesn't actually cost dominance. But the thing is, like, the Brute itself is just not very much damage. Yeah, I'm going to decline. Oh, you're right. I have no need of money anymore. Here, take it all. Wow, okay. Wicca runs off into the bog. You stoop to pick up the coins, then turn to leave. This is more than enough for bus fare. And also bargaining. Wicca, you shouldn't have. Like, really, you shouldn't have. That was not a good idea for you. Alright, well, I guess let's just go back and turn in the quest. Gosh, I have a lot of money. I have no idea what I want to do with all this money. Calundra riffles through the maps in front of her, surrounded by a nest of crinkled paper. You step carefully over a discarded wad on the floor. No. Have you misplaced something, my dear? Very condescending. It's the blasted barons and those damn rumors. And they might have found a lead on a stash of vagrant tack, and that stash might be incredibly dangerous weapons. Ifs and maybes don't help me. They don't help any of us. Could it be that Fellaimo is merely trying to goad you into recklessness? I mean, perhaps they aren't so much rumors as purposefully seeded doubts. And you'd know best, I suppose. Calundra turns from you, her expression shrouded. Yep, might have overstepped there, just a tiny little bit. Kind of showing my hand. I have 52 metal. I feel like we should spend it. Let us purchase some max HP upgrades. Probably maximum result. Wow, it's only a single point though. Neither one of them is great, honestly. We have 12 left. I'll just hold on to it for now. I have no idea what I want to do. Alright, let's go check in with Fellaimo. My suspicion is Calundra is going to have people following me. It's not really a lot I can do about it, but it seems like such an obvious move, right? Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Am I allowed to buy more cards out of my deck? Is that a once per day thing, or is it a once per like time unit kind of thing? Okay, no, we can do it again in the same day. Well, this is a good use of our cash then, right? Do I just want to drop the blast? Probably. Yeah, it's just a nothing card. It contributes absolutely nothing to our strategies. And then this. Is there anything that makes more sense to drop than Crown Rationale? Probably not. Every once in a while, this is really nice, but only every once in a great while. Most of the time, it's just a really bad gamble. And then defense equal to the number of cards in your discard pile is kind of a cool idea. We could purchase another cash out. Honestly, given the way our deck runs, that might be the best thing we could do. Okay, there we go. We found a use for all the cash. Do I want to get a drink for some resolve? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I should. Alright, I'm ready. The time is almost upon us, but there's one thing we need to consider. The location of the Bogger camp will be highly desirable information. Something the Rise would do anything for. So, to protect my agents, I'll be sending you with Automechs. To protect your agents or your profits? Yes, well, the fact that Automechs can have their memories wiped, yeah, that's just an added benefit. No one needs to know this information except for you and I, after all. That Fellaimo always thinking ahead and also not valuing my own safety. I guess let's go get some robots. Pazlock. Okay. I was curious if there was anything we could do with somebody who had the worker marker over their head here in this place, but it looks like no. Alright, I'm supposed to pick up some backup. You're going to give me a single auto dog? I would prefer more than that, potentially. Maybe I should have gone and gotten a drink. Buy the book. Okay. Big damage, but cannot target the core argument. Let's foresight and stack the deck, and not a lot of fancy stuff to do from here. So we could draw a card, but the odds of it being something that I would actually be able to play are pretty low, so I guess just rig that. Alright, show me Grunt. We did not find Grunt, so I guess it doesn't matter what we prepare, as long as something. And then Grandiosity is a free play here. Do we just go by the book? It's free. It gets me Vulgar, which is pretty solid in this situation. I think we probably do just blast this. Does it okay, it does overflow onto core arguments in the normal way. Yeah, that's a really nice card. May as well pop that. Do I want Trickery? I think I'm saving the action actually. That was the wrong flip. We ran out of rigs. Well, so I can Sluggish Rationale and then call it into a free dig and still have one action left, which is totally going to get us there, right? Because the Collet's going to do 2 damage and boost cash out. Yeah, cash out is just like extremely good in our deck. Definitely the right play. Do I want to ambush or do I just want to make it free when it comes up? Honestly, I'm less concerned with this one firing immediately. I think this is one where just like not having to pay for it would be nice. Oh, the ability to play it. That seems less exciting than gambling more times. And like I sort of do, if we have stacked deck as an ambush card, I sort of do just want to take every gab I am entitled to, right? Fine, take an Enforcer too. That's right, buddy. Today is going to be a good day. I also love the fact that that auto dog is just named the auto dog. Of all the auto dogs out there in the world, this one is the only one worthy of being called the auto dog. You arrive at the Bogger hideout, but your handlers had reason to believe the Boggers would appreciate the direct approach. Instead of sneaking, you just walk right in. Hark, whose footfalls fight against the sucking mouth of the bog? And who are you? You don't look like those who use the spark, nor any of their unawakened pawns. Yeah, I'm just here for the artifacts, pal. Ah, you and many others before you. Their bones have made the hearth of my home, but your bones... Yes, your bones will make a fine mantle. I guess if you look at sort of the size of my shoulders and the size of his shoulders, I could see how he would think that would work. Your intel was incorrect. You're soon flanked on all sides, and the only way out is through just a huge number of murders. Well, this will be good for my resolve, at least. He says, why is this never straightforward? But I feel like this is the most straightforwardly this could possibly go. So let's start with ammo pouch. I don't currently have a way of spending charge, so I think I want to take the blowout. And we should definitely open with this, right? Move 1 stack whenever you play a card. At 0 stacks, Clobber Ibbo attacks a random enemy, but set it back to 4 whenever he gets hit. Okay. And then you are just gonna siphon life force. Well, here's how I feel about that. Sadly, we do not get to apply any debuffs. I definitely think I just want to... Oh, hey. We should probably play the Fleet Egg. And then this terrible kick is here. Hooray. So... Boy, they're attacking an awful lot. I wish I could say the same for my allies. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna reset the shield charges on these two. This mechanic is a cool way of forcing you to engage with, like, the defensive members of the party. Okay, bonus damage equal to your defense. When this thing is destroyed, it will deal 10 damage to everybody, but it's going to take 20 damage to get us there. Is that a thing I really want to do? Also, how dare you? How dare you hit me with the impair? It's actually pretty awkward. I'm going to take 17. Man. Obviously, it will help if we can bleed some of that defense off. Maybe I do want to flourish here. I mean, no, I don't. I want to save the flourish for later, but maybe I have to. We are certainly going to shovel. This is just a bad draw for this turn. All right, I'm gonna throw this up. I think we're going to benefit from it for sure. And then let's reduce your damage and reset your counter. This is gonna do garbage damage, but I'll reset your counter as well. And sadly, there is no way for me to protect my sweet, sweet Urchin. I guess Stone Crank. I mean, next turn we're pretty likely to draw. Draw a card for each charge you spend thing. So having all of this charge will be useful at least. We did not, in fact. We did not, in fact, get there. We did get the high-yield Lumen Bomb, which I am into. And now one of my teammates is going to detonate that thing, which is cool. Who's healing? Let's just go ahead and stun the Cultivator. And it doesn't really make much sense for us to do Neurotic Haze here. Like, we don't get anything out of it. So let's see. You're going to panic when that goes off. I think I will enhanced trigger you. I'll take another damage here. Then we'll play Neurotic Haze just to advance the hatch counter. They're punishing Suzette for her brilliant plan. Oh, hey, loot. Well, let's lay on the visionary hammer, shall we? I would sure love some of that. And then just going into Neurotic Haze here, that's probably worthwhile. Sure, Fleet Egg. Just trying to get all my hatches up. Okay, do we have enough damage to actually finish you off? Yeah, I guess my allies have you. So, can I gain a charge so that I can actually play Gunsmoke? No, I cannot. Well, that's a shame. No XP for me. In that case, I guess... Yeah, there's no reason for me to do anything. You're already done. Alright, I say we let these ones go. I didn't even really mean to kill the other one. It just kind of happened. Sure, a lockbox. I love cards that hatch. Healing amount equal to the health lost by the target. Okay. Also, even more money, if you can believe it. Whenever you spend a charge, gain... Ooh. Casings is actually kind of fun for us. It's very expensive, though. And it's really just like... Most of the time, this will be like 2 defense in a turn. Yeah, that's not worth putting in the deck. As the fight ends, Errant walks up to confront you. What are you doing here? Making sure you do your job. Errant gestures at your robots. I'll be taking back that Spark Baron property now. So the weapons are somewhere else. My team will analyze the site and find out where the Boggers went. You can leave now. You know, I don't much care for Errant, personally. Did I... What now? You come across a small cavern, partly submerged in the bog. Inside are the remains of an unfortunate traveler and a small box of assorted items. The entrance is swarming with nasty-looking insects that look ready to attack anything that comes near them. Well, I do love loot, though. All right. You push through the swarm as quickly as you can, shielding your face as best you can. The bugs don't seem to bite you. Once you pass the bugs, you grab as much as you can and rush out. Huh. Not a single bite. Looking down at your arm, you see a growing patch of red skin and feel a spreading numbness. Oh, you know, just the bites I don't feel. So, while this is in your hand, deal 25% less damage, but we also found a learning drone, which will hatch into a better kind of robot eventually. That's how robots work, right? So the question, do I want to go and have a drink before what is going to be the boss fight of the day? I think I'm going to say no. Okay, I did remove both kinds of cards. For some reason, I was thinking I had only removed one, because, like, if I removed a battle card, why not take out the stupid Kikishe? But there was other stuff in the battle deck that needed to come out, I guess. Alright, I think we're going to be okay. I think 18 resolve should be enough. Hopefully. You notice long before you reach the drop point that someone has been here before you, and likely they're still lying in wait. Alright, you make yourself look preoccupied, and sure enough, your guest reveals themselves. Hey, look, it's Flexfist! Huh, so you are a traitor. Ah, Flexfist. I was wondering when you'd take up my scent. I didn't want to believe it. I thought, you know, you're not so bad. But then all the loose ends just kept tying themselves into knots. Don't worry. Calundra won't be quite as disappointed once she realizes I've had you taken care of. I mean, that's a weird way to word that, because it sort of implies that he's going to have somebody else do it. Are you sure this is how you want to proceed? You know, I'm a spy after all. I'm trained to look for weaknesses. So, let's try to find some, shall we? Alright, what is your deal? Whenever a weakness argument is destroyed, gain a powerful card in the ensuing battle. After gaining 4 cards, the negotiation ends automatically, so I don't have to play that start the fight thing. Alright, let's stack the deck up real quick, and then there's no reason not to start with Visionary Vulgar. That was a pretty poor Visionary Vulgar, though. Not a great start. Let's grab some actions for next turn, I guess. And we'll just Slug Storm and get out here. Maybe I should have opened with a Flourish there. Our Flourish is fine. I mean, obviously, it's good for the cash out. Alright, let's just flip the coin once or twice. Just a little bit of coin flipping. Pale Foresight seems like a thing worth having. I guess I am gonna Trickster. So cash out's up to 17. We'll buy the book. Apply Impair, apply Burn and Scorched. Yeah, a bunch of Impair seems like it would be nice. So hold on. Let's start with this. We want to wear things down kind of evenly, right? Because of Slugstorm. That said... Yeah, I didn't actually have Snails rigged, so probably a good idea to do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna dig on this, and that should be enough room for Visionary Vulgar to be able to draw everything. Grandiosity does do some damage to us in this situation. So do I just want to cash out and then play it? I think so. Let's call it twice. And then just go ahead and cash out on the full strength one here. And then we Grandiosity. Hooray, and oh geez. Bog Enlightenment. Create a Bog Boil. Okay. A unique parasite. Let's just end the turn there. So we're not taking too much damage. We've got a couple of pretty easy pickups here. Definitely prep that. Do love to prep a card. Well, I don't need more rigging. Probably. Yeah, what I was really looking for was a way to flip something. I guess boost this, blow that up. The cash out was not quite enough damage to finish the last thing off here. I'm not too worried about it. This is going to be our last negotiation of the day. All we have to do is not actually die here. Although, you know, now I'm not looking at a ton of health. And I certainly would love to draw that cash out. Okay, Visionary Shifty is actually not bad. That gets me a card and then a burst of damage. Unfortunately, an uncontrollable burst of damage. Visionary Vulgar. Okay, found ourselves a cash out. Because we're at 3 weaknesses already, right? So I think popping this is going to finish the encounter. Would I rather have that or... I mean, I think we took 2 inflammables already. So I mean, it makes sense to really focus in on that. If we're going to apply a ton of burn, we really just want to apply a ton of burn. So I think we ended up taking 3 inflammables off of that. Weird. Yeah, I guess... Listen, Grunt is going to tend to be enhanced. We have very reliable preparing now. Deal 1 to 4 damage, gamble once per resolve lost. Dead draw is pretty exciting once it's upgraded. Because I'm pretty sure I remember we can upgrade it to care about Snail instead. But even so, I don't know. I'm going to decline on these. Alright, you've been weighed, measured, and cataloged. To be honest, it wasn't very interesting. I'm not scared of you. Shut up and finish this. Okay, I have all these guns. You have a wrench, my dude. This is not the right way to solve this problem. Okay, yeah, so we did get 3 inflammables, which I think is pretty good. I am experiencing a small amount of numbness in my arm. I'm just going to take a second here at the beginning of the fight and clean that up. Alright, so... Damage reduced by 1 for every card you play. At the end of his turn, reset this to 1. I remember this. So, do we want to open up with the Oshnu Bile? I probably don't. I probably want to save the Oshnu Bile for next turn, when our pet is actually going to be contributing and everything. So for the moment, let's just play some cards here, lower his damage output. Do I want to impair him instead of Lucky Shot? Probably. And that being the case, it should have been Lucky Shot, then the other thing. Okay. He fired a lot of junk at me. So now is when we stick the Oshnu Bile. And then, do I want to stun him rather than let him hit my pet? Definitely playing Gunsmoke. We don't even have to think about that. Neurotic Haze was an interesting draw at that moment. So my dude's got 12 points of burn on him. This will hatch when we play it. So we could prevent him from doing 9 to Suzette. Or I could hatch Neurotic Haze. I think I'm gonna just stun him. We'll hatch Haze before the end of the fight, probably. Dude's got a lot of health. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, we got ourselves a Bogger. Okay, it just has counter. Weird. Fun. Helpful. Let's go ahead and scan him with our learning drone. Hey drone, learn all about Flexfist. No way to spend charge this turn. I think I'm gonna Kikashay. Yeah, I think we do in fact apply the Kikashay, even though it doesn't really do anything. And then you just play this, I guess. Letter opener. It would be really nice to have drawn this next turn instead. He's charging up for something. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do it. He'll still have an impair on him next turn after the charge up, so. Okay, yeah, this time. So we just want to play a lot of cards right now, right? We want to hit him with that thing. Oh, definitely lay on even more burning. Visionary Hammer is pretty good, because that gets me another free play. I can destroy this card, which is a card and does remove more stuff from him. We probably do want to double his panic meter, right? Let's see. I'm certainly pistol whipping him. We're certainly going to hit him with the shovel. I am certainly going to play this junk. All right, we zeroed out his damage. I probably don't need to bog scimitar. We can just stack on a bunch more impair for the future. Or do I want to? I'm gonna bog doom him. Let's get that meter increased. And I don't think we need to flourish. I think we probably have this fight without it. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had totally spaced on how that interaction was going to work. Flexfist we have to kill, right? He's gonna tell Calundra if we don't. Yeah, I think it would be very foolish indeed to allow him to escape. Next turn, gain temporary power equal to the damage dealt by this card. Yeah, alright. That went pretty smoothly. Lots of rares, but not anything I want. I don't think we need another Foresight. Whenever you gain charge, gain counter. That's interesting. Again, though, I think maybe not so exciting. You feel a pang as you hide the body. This is one death that won't go unnoticed, no matter how easily it might sink beneath the muck. He's got a real, like, Lieutenant Dokes vibe about him, you know? I was certainly surprised. Lieutenant? Sergeant? I don't... It's been a while. Alright, I guess we're just good for the day? Do I want to go drill another... Actually, hold on. Do we want to drill another combat graph slot? Because, like, this would be the time to do it, right? I probably don't need it. But we are about to go to sleep. I'm going to do it. Alright, it stings. A little. Let's look at also what's out here. So we couldn't afford an overflow. But that's a pretty good graft, actually. While you have no charge, all your attacks deal 2 bonus damage. That's exactly where we want to be. Thanks, Plaka. Also, I'm broke now. So thanks for that as well. Huzzah! What a productive day. And yeah, we definitely just rest in the back. It's been a long one. I need a little bit of lay down time. Suzette could use a rest. Look how tired she looks. I extremely love Suzette. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have her. Man, for just like, I feel like we're playing Rook like an absolute bastard, but people cannot help but like him. He's just got one of those faces, I guess. You wake with the taste of blood in your mouth. You're not sure who it belongs to. That's true. I don't spend a lot of time like making sure that I'm washing or anything. He's probably just like coated with blood. We haven't seen a shower since we got here. This is coated with various fluids. Ah yes, Hebble's telling us we got to get out. Fellaimo wants to see you. I just want to look at the new coins before we call it for the day. Ah yes, out to the deep bog we go. I officially want no part of it. Pack up your things. You ain't welcome here no more. I get it. I know. I understand. Where's my dude, Pangamunt? Pangamunt, what you got? Dominance, draw a card, discard a card. No, I don't think we're taking any of these. I think I like deal 2 damage over gain 1 dominance. Gain 1 dominance at least is interesting, potentially. Because we do certainly play a lot of red cards. But what if I just did a lot of damage all of the time, and then the enemies, and in doing so, got the enemies low enough to cash out right all over them? I think that's good. I think we're good. And I think that's our last opportunity, so we're just holding on to this coin for the rest of it, for the foreseeable. And then we experienced a minor crash, a minor major crash. Among major crashes, it was relatively minor, when attempting to switch over to the credits feed. So my computer's haunted. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, whenever my computer cooperates enough for there to be a next time, we're gonna I think finish Rook's story successfully. Fingers crossed. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little nervous around about the middle of day 2, but I feel like we're getting there now. And yeah, hopefully things will just function a little bit more cleanly. I'm gonna call an exorcist. We'll see you then.